Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, looking clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. Finding some room at midfield. And cuts out right sideline. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Right back to him on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Edwards, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Gone.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Leopard. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Edwards on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down, Edwards. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Edwards now operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that even the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Edwards on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Sanders now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Edwards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Last stop.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Edwards throwing on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ohio!
Edwards now operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, fighting off the defender. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Got you now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Sanders now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Complete. Richardson has it. And now running right through it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry!
Out of the gun now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking the field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Back to throw. Edwards. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Edwards from the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Edwards. Back to the air on second down. And it's caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to get it running right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Edwards to throw again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Edwards. To throw on 3rd down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They still can't get it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Edwards now to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now for the point after. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received the gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Edwards going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Here's Edwards on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He started out having... some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over!
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Watch it now, Barney.
back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. A try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs. And
I sound